Hey everybody, welcome to episode 21 of Fear of Becoming Obsolete, where we blend career advice with pop culture to help you build your path towards success. I am Tom Auld, your friendly neighborhood product owner. As we find ourselves past the halfway mark of 2023, it's time for reflection, as all good Scrum teams are supposed to do. So we poured through our accomplishments and our failures so far in 2023, and we've identified the top 3 trends in business agility. Grab your favorite beverage and join us as we explore these trends and provide actionable steps to accelerate your business agility transformation for the rest of 2023. Hall of Fame baseball player and Yankee legend Yogi Berra said, "The future ain't what it used to be." So with that inspiration from Yogi, we wanted to focus today on what we think are the top 3 trends in business agility and how teams and organizations can make the most out of the rest of 2023. The number 1 trend, hybrid work and agility. Let's remember, agility and Scrum were built around the idea that teams were co-located. We sat by each other every day, and that encouraged collaboration and communication, leading to transparency and increased productivity. COVID came along and challenged all of that, and to our benefit, we proved agility and Scrum could still work. But that was when the vast majority of us, if not all, were remote. Now we are back into the next experiment with hybrid working, where team members are being asked or told to be back in the office on average of 3 days a week. The most successful teams I'm working with decided and agreed upon early what days of the week the entire team would be on site. That way, they could still get the maximum amount of benefits from being co-located and the social interaction that most of us are missing from working remotely. If a team member has a challenge with a certain day, they work together to figure out a solution that works for the team. Some teams have a 2-week cadence where they're in the office like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Monday, Wednesday, Thursday the next. It doesn't matter, but I encourage you to work with your team to make sure your event day, the day where you have sprint reviews, team retrospective, and sprint planning, is done in person. Those events are so much more efficient and effective in person. And then it's always easy to head out for a happy hour to celebrate the end of your sprint and spend some time together. The number 2 trend we're seeing, the uncertainty in the market is sending leaders into a command and control mode. When leaders get scared or feel out of the loop, they tighten their reins. They want more updates and status reports, and they want to be part of every small decision. Where I can empathize with their feelings, this is exactly the opposite of what we want from our leaders. We don't want leaders in the weeds. We need them out ahead of the teams, researching and understanding where the business needs to go in order to stay relevant and ahead of the competition. When you see your leaders starting to act this way, have an open conversation with them. Find out what pressure they are under and work together to come up with a way to get the leader what they want and need, but to keep the foundation of agility alive. Oftentimes, when a leader shares the pressure, the teams can come to their aid. If I know what is driving my leader, then I can bake that into my day-to-day decision-making process. So do whatever you can to keep strengthening the communication between your leaders and the teams who are executing upon that vision. And finally, our number 3 trend, scaling. A lot of companies have been using Agile and Scrum for a long time now. They have dozens or hundreds of Scrum and Agile teams getting a lot of work done, but they're not interconnected. But as the business continues to flatten out and streamline the systems of work, the Scrum teams are going to start intersecting more, and that is when scaling is a viable option. But before you scale, you have to critically assess your ability to do the basics of Agile and Scrum and show us that you can produce valuable outcomes on a consistent basis. If you can't Scrum, you can't scale. Scaling refers to the process of extending agile practices and principles to larger teams, multiple teams, or entire organizations. It involves implementing frameworks, methodologies, and practices that enable effective collaboration, coordination, and alignment across multiple agile teams working on interconnected products or services. The primary goal of agile scaling is to maintain agility, flexibility, and iterative nature of the agile methodologies while addressing the challenges that arise when working with larger groups. It seeks to ensure that the benefits of agility, such as faster delivery, increased customer satisfaction, and improved adaptability, are preserved as the organization grows. I use the analogy that single team Scrum is like riding a bike. Scaling Scrum is now putting that bike aside and learning to ride a unicycle. There are similar components between a bike and a unicycle, but you're going to have to learn a whole new set of skills to be successful at riding that unicycle, and the same goes for scaling Agile. Getting 1 or 2 teams to work together is pretty easy compared to getting 15 to 20 teams to work together. So the first thing you must change is your mindset. Scaling is different. The Agile fundamentals transfer, but there's so much to learn in addition to the foundation. To do that, you need to bring in a trusted training partner to provide consistent training that puts everybody on the same path to success. This can rarely be done in-house. If you want the best chance to succeed in your scaling efforts, bring in a partner who can customize the training approach and then be involved hands-on with the teams as they transition. Training alone will not cut it. You will need the full force of a partner to train, coach, and consult the entire organization through the change. Scaling will impact everything. So I ask leaders if they're sure that they want to do this before they decide to scale. Yes, the benefits are massive, but there is a cost element to scaling. When it's done right, the benefits will far outweigh the costs, and you will never want to go back to the old way of working. So, what do you think? Are you seeing any trends in 2023 that we missed? Would you have answered any of these trends differently than we did? What are you planning to do in the next 6 months to improve your career, your team, or your organization? Please put those ideas in the comments to inspire me and inspire others. Training classes for the fall are filling up fast. We still have some seats for Scrum at Scale Practitioner, our registered product owner, and our registered Scrum Master class. Our training classes are interactive, informative, and fun because we learn more when we are having fun. You will not want to miss out on this opportunity. Before you go, please give us a like or a comment or maybe even subscribe to be the first to hear when our new FOBO videos come out. Every little thing you do for us helps us spread the word, and we all have the right to be relevant at work. I am Tom Auld, your friendly neighborhood product owner signing off. Have a valuable week and take care.